I'm back. I'm back. Man, I'm so crazy, dude. Uh, I just got home and man, I started laughing instantly because I knew I was gonna do this. It's so funny. It's so funny. Um, it's because I'm watching myself grow. And just in 5 days, dude, the growth is crazy. Um, it's so crazy. The experiment is fire. Like, man, it's crazy. But I can't even explain it. How much you can love yourself so much more in 5 days or five. I don't even know. I have to add up the time that I've spent talking and then listening to myself talk, and it's weird because I've never gave myself that time. Like I've never took that time for myself ever. That's pitiful, bro. That's pitiful. That's weird. I never thought of it like that, man. Never have I thought of it like that. Never. That's weird. I wonder, like, on the scheme of things, like, what what this could change if everyone did this. Like, because people always they're always like, man, if you talk to yourself, you kind of like shine down on it, right? Like, people look down on you, and I wondered that a couple years ago when all the bloggers started coming out and like you would. I thought in my head, I was like, man, that's weird. Like, I'm already by myself all the time. Like, already, like that's cool for me. Like, that's just regular. And but now these people are doing it. Like, that looks cool. I could do that, maybe. I don't know. But then I thought, like, well, what would I talk about? And that's really why I've never done it. Like I said, I made the YouTube channel I don't even know when, a while ago, or at least the tag or whatever. And I mean, like I said, I was a dreamer. I didn't even know I was a dreamer, and I dreamed so much, but I never acted on any of it. And I'm still doing it now, really, to be honest with you. But like I said, I'm programming myself so at some point I won't be. I can dream, and then when I listen to the dream again, um, then I'm programming myself in my head to make that dream come true. Um, because I'm making the dream like my subconscious pick it up, and then your subconscious doesn't understand. This is what's crazy about the subconscious. The subconscious doesn't understand if it's real or not. So what you feed it, like whether it's TV, music, words, like your subconscious thinks it's real. And this is why yesterday when I was talking about like, or whenever I don't even know. I honestly have no idea when I said it. We're always talking about it. About your brain being a computer and like being a hard drive. Um, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. I'm trying to figure out like how I can delete stuff, maybe, possibly, or filter out stuff, or put it in a trash bin, recycle bin. It's so weird because I used to tell my little brother all the time, like the whole world is literally about shapes. Like, it's simple. Everything is simple. It's shapes, squares, triangles, circles. Like, it is what it is. But now I'm like looking at everything and it's still super simple. It seems like I think we're making it hard. We're making it harder. Um, but like there's so many correlations with technology now, and it's like everything. We're mirroring everything. Like we have like since we invented this stuff, like we created it. It came from us. It came from our mind. It came from our dreams and our imagination. Like we're connected to all this like stuff, all of it. That's fire. Like that's fire. And so like the computer is the same thing. Um, like it's the same thing. I wonder, like whoever. Hmm. So they say I don't know, man. I was into conspiracies a long time ago, and it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I questioned everything. I questioned everything in silence because I had to, because no one. I was just always suppressed for the people around me, and maybe I was just because I was afraid of like if I say something, then those people will kind of be gone because they're gonna think I'm weird or crazy or something. But but it's not that I believe the conspiracy. I just like the knowledge on both sides. Man, that's weird. So like I was even doing the opposite thing a long time ago. Like I was taking in so much information, even back then. Man, this is crazy. I've not even changed a lick. It's just my perception that's changed. And it's not even my perception of the world per se. It's more of like the perception of me because I was already doing all this stuff. That's fire. That's fire, and it makes whatever I need to do in the future like easier. Because I was actually worried. Like at first, I was like, and I've been saying it over the last couple of days. Like I gotta change, I gotta change, I gotta change, and like dreading the change, right? And like I think what was it? Obama, whatever. But anyone in power, really, like they're all just whatever. But I think his slogan was change or something like that. But like, it's so funny because now you think about it, it's like the reason why we don't change is because we think we'll have to change so much, and everyone hates change. Like everyone hates change. You love your patterns. You love your norm. Like you love going to eat at a certain restaurant like every single time, and you're happy. And even if you're sad there, like if you invoke something or you think about something, whatever, you're still happy. Like because you like that place, it makes you feel good. What you get there is what you need. It's funny. People are funny too, though. Hilarious. Make me laugh. Make my brain hurt. Make my brain melt. Make my brain stop. That's cool. And that's fire. Because remember, I said, like, when my brain is empty, dude, that's fire to me. That's fire. Like, that's it. Oh, the stillness when I flex completely. Like, that nothingness. That absence of, like, oh, man, that's crazy. Because then you look into meditation. And I meditated for a couple weeks really hard. Um, and it was cool. Obviously, it was weird. I lost time in it. Um, like time kind of just disappears. Like there's nothingness. Like but I feel good afterwards. It's weird. I haven't done it in a while. I don't know if I'll do it again. I'll go back to it. I will. I think in time when I can figure out like my day to day like routine in life. Like I want a routine where I in the morning when I wake up before I get out of bed, I want to do my gratitude stuff, and then maybe even talk like just before I get out of bed, or right now because I'm single, whatever. That I don't have a significant other like that I have to kind of plan around. But in the future probably I will. And I'll deal with that when that comes. Um, because this stuff is like it's not that I want to make a job out of this. But I'm trying to delegate my time to things that I find, purposeful, um, worth doing. And I think that's part of it. I think, I always have to spend time during the day on me and constantly getting better. I don't know better than what. Just a better version than what I am now. Because I'm not a bad version of me. Um, and dude, I don't even understand yet how much these talks are helping me control and delegate the use of my energy, right? Because sometimes, like, they say idle hands are the devil's workshop, and what that is, like, I mean, you're your own devil. I don't know if it goes deeper than that. We can hit that later, I think, as I progress, in thought and experience and whatnot. Because I don't think there's a who knows, whatever. We'll deal with that later. Um, but so I mean, what happens is you get bored and you just have all this energy, right? Like you have so much energy a day, and then you train yourself to have a certain amount of energy per day, um, and then so you expel that energy per day in certain things. Like you program yourself, you make your routine, you wake up, you go to work, you take a lunch break, you eat, you go back to work, you go home, you do a couple chores, and then you sit down and watch TV. Like that's your day, you know. Um, that's just a blanketed day. I don't know. Maybe you go work out, maybe you don't. That would help. Delegate your time and energy to something that is actually helpful and make you healthier. Um, Physical activity is good for you. It does so many things for your body. But so like, so either you go work out for an hour or you go watch TV for 4 hours. And you surrender your power. You surrender your brain, you surrender your body. You pretty much hand over somebody else your hard drive. And you let them do whatever they want to it. And then then you get pissed off because you acting weird, or like you don't like the things that you say sometimes, and then you get used to it because you're just like, well, I can't change it. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why my thoughts are this way. Of course your thoughts are that way. You programmed yourself. You gave over power. It's funny, like I didn't watch the Super Bowl. um I didn't watch whatever the thing was the other night, the Grammys or whatever. But like everyone's given those people their energy, like, and then for days. Like I don't know if that's how it physically exchanges. Like if someone, like if you, I don't know. I don't know if that's how people get famous or whatnot, is by people watching their stuff, and I'm doing this here. And that's what I'm saying. At some point, I have to stop and do it in a way. Well, I'm not taking people's power. Um, I'm not taking their time because I need you need to have all your power. I don't want your power. I want you to be the best version of you. And so I got to figure that one out. I got to figure out a way to figure out how to do all this stuff and make sure I'm right. And it's not going to be universal. It is. I mean, most of it. But you're just gonna have to tweak it for yourself because you're your best teacher. So if I can just put bullet points and just get the spark, well, it only takes one spark for an idea, right? And so like if I can give you that spark, and then you can form it yourself and find out the way to best implement it for you or for whoever or for me, like I'm doing. That's why I listen to this stuff, is because I'm creating sparks in myself, ideals. Things that I already know, I'm just having to get them pushed back, to the front, so I can look at them again and understand them, and then use that knowledge forward to just continue to grow and be a better person. That's crazy. That's cool, man. Someone's got me laughing, bro. I can't help it. It's funny. I liked it a lot. I just I have no experience. Like um like if it had to do with like building something, then I would have been fine. I'd be like, yeah, whatever, take the reins and I'm good to go. I know what to do. I know the repercussions of things like with that. But this is different. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta deal with it. You know, I mean, I don't know. Oh, I think over time, as I just figure out who I am more and become more confident, and um, I already know. Like I don't even know why I don't. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't know. I'm weird. I'll get it. I'll figure it out. I guess. I wish I don't know. I wish I didn't have to do it. Everything. I wish other people would do it. You know, take the step. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know. Maybe my lesson is for me to take the step. I guess. I don't know. But I don't even want to take one step. If I have to, like ever, I do. You know, the first one, whatever. But it's funny. It's so funny. I don't know. It's a weird day. It's been a weird day already. I'm not even know. I don't even know what time it is. It's been weird. It's been perfect. It was funny. I wasn't. I did something today, and I didn't. It's so weird. Like it. I didn't want to do it technically. What I did today. Yesterday I definitely didn't, but I was like, well, it's either that or do that, and the other thing I can't make myself do, um, right now. I'm still weighing that option. That's a big decision, um, and mostly I'm just I don't know. I don't I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but whatever. So I did what I had to do today, and it worked just like it did the day before. Like when I asked for help, the same thing happened again. It's so weird. It's so weird. I mean, not really. I mean, it makes sense, but then it makes you think you're something. It's weird because it's bigger than me. It's like I'm not in control of any of this. All I have to do is keep moving forward. Um, and I think like it. I mean, I keep questioning it because it's just not. It's for once in my life I'm aware of it, right? And I think if I was to, which I probably will at some point, like start. I mean, as my memory's coming back now, like it's weird. Like the more I talk, I'm starting to remember so much more stuff about my life, like little details that correlate with other things, that's happened, not as far back in my memory, and so it's like now I'm becoming more aware of meeting these people, just meeting people, and it's always the same, bro. It's so funny. I'm kind of weirded out by it because I don't know if the purpose is for, like I said, like, is it, um, is it me or is it them? Like, so is it more for me, like to learn a lesson or to learn from them, or is it, um, for me, just to be with them? And I'm not gonna go into that yet because I need more evidence. I have a feeling of just knowing, like, what I am and what my purpose is. I'm not necessarily sure how it works yet, or the extent of it. Um, I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of things, really. There's a couple of things. Um, I don't know if it's too early for this. Um, I do know that I'm a mirror. Um, I know I'm a mirror. And I think that maybe, I mean, everyone's a mirror, right, of everyone. But I think that right now, I'm kind of more of a different kind of mirror than the usual mirrors that's been walking around. Um, Mostly because I am, I'm not trying to hide anything, really. I mean, I probably got some stuff, um, that I'm not bringing up. Like I said, those things are for the future person, um, because I'm really trying to make sure and leave stuff for them, um, because all of me is not for everybody, right? Like otherwise, if I give everyone the same thing, then I will have nothing left to give, and I need to give them the most of me. I think. I know, actually. I mean, that's just my set of moral that I wrote myself many, many, many years ago. Since I was little, I that was my thought. Um, because I've always thought the same way. Like, and then when I got older, that was kind of my thought too, and it kind of caused my experiences to be less than, right? Not as many experiences with it because infinite hope, I guess, right? And then like if I would read the situation, I would never give people the chance um, to even for me to gain experience, whether or not, because I didn't see an end date, right? Like I didn't see forever with them. Like it just wasn't worth me my time. I'm a time really. I'm all about that time, I guess. Back then too. Um, so now it's like, even then now it's like I gauge things based on time. Like can um, can I see me delegating time to you? And then, yeah, getting your time in return. Like, is that going to be an equal exchange? Is it not? Like, that's what's weighing on my interactions with people. Like, I'm going to give you my time no matter what the first time we meet, and then I'll, probably a couple of times after that too, if need be. Yeah, no matter what. Unless you was just like you wanted to fight me or something, then I'm not going to give you my time. But I mean, no one. I don't know. Not many people do that. I don't think. But so that's kind of how I delegate it. Like no matter what kind of relationship that I'm having with people, like a pro and cons list it and see if it's worth me surrendering my time and am I getting time in return? Like, is it worth my time in return? And that's why like a lot of it is like materialistic stuff. Like I don't know the answer because it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. Like when I'm like it just when I'm putting my energy towards materialistic stuff, which doesn't make sense. Like when I paint, that's materialistic technically. Technically, but I'm also not seeing. I don't know, man. But I think, but for that, like for me, it's more of like the future, right? That's my I'm manifesting whatever. But the manifesting means nothing really. You're creating a dream, and then you're doing putting things in place. So that dream can come true. You're taking the action. You can call it whatever. Manifesting or programming yourself, like whatever. Because you're creating habits. Like if you want something like in the future, like you have to create habits now in the present and act on them to get what you want in the future. That's manifesting. Man, fest. I'll have to look up and see what fest really is. I'll have to see what that word means. I have no idea. And then manna. I mean, manna is like the bread of life type food. Well, maybe not. Maybe we don't. Maybe we just think about it. We're hard. Like we put our energy in it to manifest. Manna. So I don't know how to see the definition of that too. You know, for 40 years, whatever, they ate manna that came from heaven, or so-called, or food, whatever. It fell from heaven. So maybe manifesting is something different. I don't know. But I know, like, without action, like, you're never going to get it, whether it's thinking on it, focusing on it, you putting your energy into it. Because everything we do is ultimately an exchange of energy. Like, if you cut grass, like, you're wasting not wasting, but you're using your energy to do that job, and then in return, someone else is giving you money, which is energy in return, in exchange of energy. XR. So what if, really, ultimately, that energy is number one, right? And humans are the exchange of it. Like they're the ones who created the exchange rate. That's fire. That's fire. Because then, in time, as we understand energy better, and we really can delegate what energy is, we'll get better exchange rates, and we'll know where to put like a better exchange rate on the currency, which is energy. I guess energy is currency, but time is also a currency, because time is well, maybe time, energy, um, time and energy. We only have so much energy in time. I don't know. I'm gonna have to write. I'm actually gonna have to write something down, bro, and work that equation out. I don't know where time comes in that. Like if time is number one, maybe. And then there's time. Like maybe how would you do that? So time would be in the middle of infinity, the dot in infinity. Time. That's time. And time is now. That's all we have now, technically. And the energy is like the constant loops, the two loops going around, like but super fast, like so fast you don't even know. Like that's energy, and it's always the Earth only has so much energy, maybe. Kind of like when I was talking about how the Earth is going to weigh a certain amount of weight no matter what, other than like an asteroid coming into the atmosphere or something like that. And then it adds a little bit of weight. Um, so maybe that's it. I don't know. It makes kind of sense to me, I guess, because time encompasses everything, and the energy is like flowing, like because time is always the same, which would be that center X point, like the marks the spot, and it's always that's it right there, like always, and then the energy is just going around, and then maybe each individual person is its own infinity, which makes sense, and then technically all the what happens is it's almost like if it was a huge board game and there's parameters on that board game, like we don't know what they are, like whatever, and then each individual piece on the board game is an infinity, and so the time is in the middle, and then that's kind of you as well, like the person is that middle point, like that's what we can see and feel and touch, like that's it, like that's the little part, and then you move around the board with your infinity piece, and then like you guys can come into contact with each other, and when you do, like your infinities are almost they can be touching, they're wrapped together, they're hitting each other, the energies are hitting each other, but your time technically is in the middle right together, like, and that's what you can see and feel and touch is that, but and then so like your energies are clashing, they're always spinning and intertwining, like when you guys are in contact with each other. But the time is always the same. Like you guys, time is universal. Um, and then certain things can happen. That would cause synergies. Like because when your energies are within distance of each other, like we're gonna have a big force field, invisible infinity field around us, and then that's what's causing synergies throughout the earth. Like when you meet someone at a certain amount of time, or a certain time, like you guys are, your infinities touch, and then what it does is it grabs from all that energy and it brings up whatever it needs to be and it puts it in that time bubble in the middle right there to make it a synergy. Because we have infinite time and knowledge, kind of, sort of, in those infinity loops flying around, and then whatever. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? But that's just an ideal. I never thought of it that way. Honestly, I have an infinity on my wrist because, like I said, I went down the road of God one night, and I was like, dude, like infinity is crazy. Like it's the biggest thing because it's infinite. And then I was thinking about math, and they're like, well, you can, infinity times 10. I'm like, that makes zero sense. You could have 10, different infinities, but infinity is forever. Like there's no end. However, infinity had to be created by something, right? Like, even though we can't find the beginning of infinity just because it's so long, like it's infinite, maybe, or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I guess God could be just out of nothing. Oh, he was out of nothing or something, which I don't know yet. I don't know. And that's a weird, like, we can't think of, as humans, we can't really think of something without a beginning yet. So like, even if you're looking at infinity, which it's just weird to like think that something never had a beginning. But who knows? Like which, I mean, I guess infinity technically doesn't have a beginning because it never has a stopping point, and it's constantly looping. So I don't know, but something's got to be bigger than that. I guess. I don't know. I could be wrong. Well, I'm just equating to, like, if that's the tip of my knowledge is understanding infinity, maybe, then maybe then I'll just credit to whatever to God bigger than that, obviously, because he's bigger than everything, the creator of all of this. But I could be wrong. I mean, more than likely, I'm wrong. Obviously, I mean, I don't have all the variables. I don't have all the information. I don't have all the knowledge. And if I was to say I did, I would be lying. And that's pointless. I mean, I don't know. Maybe even me just questioning it is pointless. I don't know. Not really. I think it will build for times later than this. I think I'll be able to revisit it maybe later with more knowledge, and maybe, who knows, I'll be a little bit closer to the answer. That really doesn't matter. I guess. I don't know. It's funny though. But this is cool because it's not really even about what I'm saying ultimately. A lot of this, like I said, is about me just becoming more comfortable with who I am and listening and spending time with me. For once in my life, actually spending time with me. It's funny how much I've laughed over the last couple of days. Like, people may not think that this stuff is funny, and I honestly, I have no idea if they will or will not. I think this stuff is hilarious, and the reason why I think it's hilarious is because I'm my own best comedian. Like, I know what makes me laugh, and it may be stupid and childish. It may sound stupid and childish, but to me, it's hilarious because I made that idea up, and then I think it's funny. Like, I think, well, who was it? Jimmy Fallon. Like, the reason why I laughed at Jimmy Fallon is because he would crack himself up before he even told the joke. Like, that's hilarious. It's always been hilarious to me. Because if you can make yourself laugh, like, then you don't care what anyone thinks. Like, you don't care. Like, I'm not doing this for you. Like, I'm not creating this joke for you, dude. I'm creating this joke for me because I think it's hilarious. And then and then I'm bringing it up for you, like, with you. Like, because I would like for you to partake in this, and you don't have to laugh. But I think it's funny. I think it's worth your time. It may not be worth your time, but it's worth my time, and I'm my own timekeeper, technically. Even though I don't even know how to read the timepiece. It's too complicated. I don't know how. I don't know what the symbols in the timepiece mean. I don't know how long I got. I mean, I hope I have long enough, and whatever that entails. But who knows? And I kind of question that because growing up, like I thought I was not gonna make it that long. Like I thought I was gonna die young, and I don't know why. I guess it was just a way for me to justify things that I did. Because I was like, I'm gonna die young anyways, so might as well just live it up, right? Even though I technically didn't live it up, but for whatever things that I did, like that was my kind of overall justification. Was like, well, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna not live long anyways. And I guess people could do that with dying. Like whatever. I'm gonna die at some point, so like, what's the point in that? And maybe I did that with like with material stuff like money or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Who cares? Who cares if I don't have a big house, because I'm gonna die anyways. You know. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe whatever. Who knows? I can see it now. I can kind of see the correlations and kind of what I did. And I'm not playing victim card again. Like I don't. There's nothing wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I just did what I thought I had to do. And now I'm just every day just having to deal with the repercussions. Like that's cool. That's fire. And then be okay with it. Have compassion for yourself. I mean that's one of the biggest battles in this. Like in the very beginning, that was a huge thing. Like when I learned to love myself, I was like, dude, you done some stupid stuff, but like you had a certain amount of knowledge too. Like I see why you did it. It was stupid. You were lucky. You ain't got no gifts. You ain't got no gifts. And everybody likes gifts. I never liked gifts growing up though. I don't know why. That's weird. Like I hated Christmas gifts. Like maybe I didn't. There was one time. Maybe it was after my dad left. A lot of things probably changed again. I think, or whatever. But maybe I was happy. But like, I don't know. I think, because it was different. Like we went from, maybe middle class family to not to anything other than, well, we had, tons of gifts. Maybe one Christmas, and then like, from that point on, like, we get some socks and underwear. My mom would re-gift you something. I don't know. I don't know if she did that to me, but she did to my brother. But she was just doing the best she had with what she got. She tried. It was fun. It was fun. I remember hiding in the dryer. That was cool. I even think about that now. I was like, man, I wish I could hide in the dryer now, man. I like those tight spaces. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel safe and secure, I guess. I don't know. Crawl up in there and I know, like, I know all my sides are protected. Like, I don't have to worry about someone. I don't know. That's what's weird is like I've never really been afraid of like people physically hurting me ever. Like that never made sense to me. Like never. However, it was I guess the emotional stuff that's what hurt, or what I was afraid of. Was facing that because I didn't have any I had no skills. I didn't know how to face emotional stuff because I didn't even know what emotion was. I didn't even know it was real. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's sad. Like you had first time you eat that I can remember really. Like, I had to pay for it. I had to pay for someone to tell me what emotions were. And I never really checked into it per se. Like I may have scanned through like a child book or something because I thought it was a good idea. Like, maybe I just go get one of these stupid child books and see what they say about emotions at the level of a child because um, I knew that was my level, right? Like I knew that my emotional level was the emotional level of a child, and it still really is, to be honest with you. Um, and that's what makes it difficult with dealing with other people and trying to assume other people's intents, and like I don't get it. Like I don't. I'm trying to pick like if I'm trying to I don't know. Maybe I'm not as good as I think I am. I'm not. Because I'm reading like physical cues, but I don't have the rest of it. I don't know emotionally like what you're thinking. So I'm guessing off one set of cues, but then it leaves me confused because now that I'm trying to look at other cues, too. I'm more confused than I was before with people. But I'm actually just trying to like not. I don't know, man. Not really, because it's really just one aspect, to be honest with you. Because all the rest of the aspects, I really just don't care. Like I just do the same thing, but just one aspect of dealing with people. Because I don't know, it's weird. Because like I said, when I deal with people with business, it's different. Like I'm better because I know my exchange rate now, and it needs to be higher, real high. Um, that's actually weird because like now that I'm understanding my exchange rate, I'm like, you know what? I'm fixing to jump off a cliff and take that and leave that exchange rate behind. Like I now it's high. Like now I know my worth and what I do, and it actually it's crazy. And I'm like, but it's pointless still. It's like it doesn't make sense because it doesn't make me happy. And so like the last couple of days, like I said, I'd rather be. And then a guy said it today. He's like, you'd rather be skinny and happy, than fat and unhappy. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense to me. Like I'd rather be happy, no matter what that takes. Um, you know, even if I gotta go fish for my food, every day, or it's harder for me to go get food. Like I physically have to create it and make it and grow it like that. But as long as I'm happy, like I don't care. You know, like yeah, things will change and I'll have to do things differently. But if it makes me happy, then it makes me happy. And that's kind of where I'm at. It sucks. It's kind of scary. And people can be like, Cody, you're stupid. And I'm like, yeah, maybe. Maybe. But I'm happy and I'm going to be smiling while doing it. I'm going to be smiling. My stomach may be growling, who knows? But if I'm happy, I'm happy. I'm not crying in the closet somewhere, and no one knows my feelings. I'm not upset, but people don't know because I'm pretending to smile. No, I'm gonna be happy all the time, and I'll have my emotions will be up and down. Yeah, obviously, but that's part of it because you have to know the opposites. But overall, like I said, I'll be blanketed with happiness because I won't have the body of dread. Like I won't feel dread doing something I don't want to do. And it's not even that I don't want to do it. It's pointless to me. There's a huge difference, I think, of not wanting to do something and something being deemed pointless. Because I've done a lot of stuff that I don't want to do. Now, looking back at life, so much stuff. Because I thought that's where my worth was. So I would do something that I didn't want to do to try and make other people happy. And that sucks. It's a waste of time. Not really. It was perfect, I guess. Because it got me here. It taught me the lessons I needed. And then it did it so much that when I make a decision on a whim, I'm just kidding, I didn't make a decision on a whim. It took a while, but that something was pointless or that I needed to at least change it for a season. I needed to step away for a season. I have to. I have to. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do things a little different now. I have to. But it made it, yeah, it's almost like, it's like building resentment towards something. And I built so much resentment to doing things that I didn't like, that now, like, I can justify deeming things pointless because that resentment is so big towards certain things or situations or stuff like that. That's not good or bad. It's what I needed to do in order to be here, and then in order for me to transition to something new, to give me that last final push. Because with that external push, without that external push, like, we're not gonna do anything. We're not gonna want to change. It's a lot easier to listen to somebody and say, you know what, I'm gonna vote for you when all you're talking about is change, because I don't really technically have to change. And maybe that's all this is. For y'all, for anyone else, for anyone who hears this, it's gonna be the same thing. People are gonna listen to it and be like, well, that's fine that you change, like, whatever. Well, I don't want to change, and that's fine. That's cool. Whatever. Do what you gotta do. But when I listen to it, and I'm talking about change, like, I'm listening to me talk about change. So I'm programming myself with my voice, making myself change, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I need. That's why, at some point, like, each individual person, like, that's gonna be the best way. It's for you to sit in your room, maybe record yourself, talking, and maybe, like I said, maybe I'll be able to, if I ever, whenever I get done with this, like, and I can make bullet point steps, and then, you know, tell you what to say, and then you program yourself for yourself, and I'm not part of it. And then you listen to yourself talk every day until you program yourself the right way. That's easy, because it just takes time, and you just have to listen to yourself. You know? That's fire. That's fire. And it's easy. It just takes time. And it's like a fake it till you make it type of deal. Because you can say these words and not believe them. But if you say these words and you listen to them every day for a year, your subconscious is not knowing what's real and what is real. It only knows what you feed it, what you give your time to. And then it installs that on your hard drive, and then it's weighted. And it helps you choose decisions based on the amount of time you put into something. That's if you don't have the willpower to change it in a short amount of time by yourself, by just, deciding it. And which I don't. That's why I'm doing it this way. Because it's too easy to go back. It's too easy to be good. Like I said, I have the cycle problem. The cycle problem, however many days that may be. Well, I'm good. I'm on board. I'm doing what I need to do. I got my routine down, and then one day I'm done. Like, I skip one day, and then I'm back, doing what I did before. Like, I know my problems. I know my weaknesses. And then it's going to be the same for each individual person. Like, okay, but you know your weakness. Can you admit it to yourself and then fix it? Do what it takes to fix that? It's hard. And it's a pride and ego check. but like I said, they're funny to me. Like, I think it's funny. Now, I may not think it's funny if someone was trying to pride and ego check me all the time. Like, I know. We obviously, because then we get offended. But all it is it's because we'll get pissed off at we're getting mirrored and we're getting triggered because we're not pride and ego checking ourselves. Or we don't like it. We don't like the pride and ego check ourselves. We just like to do what we want to do and not care about the repercussions. And that's fine too, because like I do it now still, even in this moment. A lot of things I do still, I don't think about the repercussions of tomorrow. I'm living in the now. Well, I'll deal with it when tomorrow comes, and tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never comes. It's childish. It's stupid. I gotta fix that problem. Got to. But like I said, keep listening to this. Like, now I'm gonna listen to that tomorrow. Today. And I'm gonna program myself to like, hey, that, and then maybe in a week from now I'll be able to do what I need to do. Maybe tomorrow will come. Maybe I will go into tomorrow. Or maybe today will turn into tomorrow. Whatever. I don't know how it works. Technically, those are just words describing something, but time. Or whatever. I don't know. I do not know. But I gotta, pour out that Gatorade bottle. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back again. I don't know. It's a beautiful day, though. The truck's acting kind of weird. I don't know, man. It'll be alright. It'll all work out in the end. It'll all work out in the end. I'm super tired still, though. I don't know, man. I didn't even do anything. I'm tired. Well, I guess I did a little. But yeah, the emotions, man, they're so crazy. Like, how do you recover from being emotionally tired? I mean, like, if you rest, but rest your body. I guess it rests your mind as well. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really, man, I really don't dream much. That's weird. Like, I don't. So, like, in my sleep, like, cycles, I don't technically, like, okay, so Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, all those dudes, they did something weird. And I do it too. Like, for a stint there, like, I did it, every day, where I would, when I wake up, I would do my gratitude thing, and then I would, kind of just whatever, go back to sleep. And then in that time, right then, like, then I could dream. I would have dreams then, in that second sleep. And then I'd wake up again, shortly afterwards again. And then I would do it again if I needed to. And not rush, like, getting out of bed real quick and, like, having to go somewhere. Which is not good in the sense of, like, it kind of messes up your day-to-day because you don't have a schedule. So that's why I'm saying, like, I have to, at some point, I'm going to have to implement a way to get done all the things I need to get done with me. Honestly, me first before I even think about a money aspect, right? Like because I'm focusing on what's important to me, which is me, my mental health. Because you know, right now I just don't care about the other part, and which is like whatever that may catch up to me at some point. But I'll figure it out. You know, I'll figure it out. Like I said, I'll just have to I'll have to change some things, decrease my means of living. Like that's fine. Sell my art. I don't know. I want to. Um, I want to share it. I think it's fire. I mean, but I don't know other people's perspective. I love it. I think it's fire. It's mine. It's me. It's cool. Like there's nothing there. Like it's only me. Well, like when I build stuff, like that's not me. It's not my ideals. It's my ideals how to repair it. Um, but it's not my ideal. So like even when this journey started, that's when I realized like my imagination was gone. Like I couldn't create a picture in my head, and even now I can't like physically create a picture in my head unless I'm like meditating. Um, like I really have to slow down and stop. Um, and I wanted that. I wanted, and maybe I'm not even capable of it. I mean, I think I am, but it's like, that's why I don't draw yet. And that's why, like, if you look at my paintings, I only have a few that I have, recreated something that I saw. Like, because I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to look on the internet and find a Bugs Bunny and look at him and draw him. I can do that. It's easy. Like it'll be fine. Like it will look like Bugs Bunny, probably. Maybe not. Who knows? Um, but I don't want to do that. Like that's because then that's not me. Like then it's really not my art. Yeah, until I can imagine something in my head and see the vision in my head and then put it on canvas. And so I'm kind of just doing the type of art that I'm doing now because I can't do that yet. Or I haven't. I don't think. I mean, whatever. Maybe I haven't seen it yet to do it. So I keep thinking about it. Plus, like I know little, very little about art. Like very little. And like so my idea was like I came back from being out of town. It was cool, and I was like, dude, I don't want to go home. Like, and so, but I was like, because I know what's gonna happen if I go home. I'm gonna get back in the same routines that I had before. It's only a matter of time. Like if I'm in the same space, like my body knows and is geared to do what I programmed it to do. And so at some point, like no matter how strong-willed of a person I am, like if I keep going back to that environment, then you're gonna fall back into the cycle that you created. And so I was like, well, I need to fill my time with other things so I can create new cycles, better cycles, productive cycles. Um, Not wasting time cycles, not playing video games every night for 8 hours cycles. Like, maybe listen to get knowledge or whatever. Put my time somewhere where it needs to be put to maybe better help the world at some point. Like that was my thinking. Um, to be a better version of me, I need more information to better myself and to better help people. And so that's why I was like, well, I was coming back from Boston, and we stayed in Airbnb, and well, that was a weird night, and it was weird. It was the weirdest night of my life, man. Um, and it, let's see, second. It could have been like the second time I felt really, really paralyzed with just ugh. Like I can't even explain it. Like that night, we stayed at this art place, like an art people owned the Airbnb. It was cool. I honestly I can't tell you where it was. The old Cody could have. New Cody just I forget a lot of stuff. Like um I'm not aware. Like I'm not picking up those protection clues or remembering like the I don't know. I don't get it. So I don't even know where we were. Man, I don't know what state. I don't know nothing. I remember the place. I remember all that, but I don't remember any information on of it. But they had some coloring books and whatnot, and okay, so I'm not crazy. And it was the first night I painted. I colored anything since I was a child, really. And I had some markers and some pencils, and I sat there and we were watching something maybe, but I got lost. I got lost in time, and in the act of creating whatever it was. I need to look at the picture that I made. Um, I have it somewhere, probably in my old phone. And I drew that. Um, and man, I'm weak. I'm so man. But I did it, and I felt good, and I like I said, I lost time, um, and that kind of sparked it for me. But later that night, I got to go to bed. I just couldn't sleep. I just couldn't sleep. I don't know what it was. So like I said, music kind of regulates me, and it's helped me. And I could, like I said, I could use certain songs, and it can pull me out of a funk a lot of times. And so I tried to do that. I went outside, sat down, tried to dance it away. It wouldn't work. It just wouldn't. I just felt like ugh. I was like, man, what is this? This is weird. I've never in my life felt like this. Other than one, like I said, one time when I was little in the duplex. I can remember walking upstairs and just, ugh. I felt like I did something wrong. Um, I don't know what kind of emotion that is. I've never felt, I never, just out of nowhere. Like I did nothing wrong that I can recall. Just out of nowhere. Just, ugh. Just gut wrenching, stomach churning and burning. Like, oh. And honestly, now I kind of, whatever. Makes sense now. And it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine. Um, but then that night, that happened. Like I said, I went outside. I listened to music. I was trying to dance it away. And then it didn't go away. And I ended up laying in the kitchen floor, crawled up in a ball. I think I had like my jacket, my green jacket over me, kind of halfway under the table in the corner, with like using my bag that someone let me borrow. It was perfect as like my pillow, and I that was it. Like that was the only place I could feel comfortable and safe. Like I was curled in a ball, like I was in the womb, in a corner, backed in the corner, and that was it. And I just laid there. And then I guess I fell asleep at some point, and then I woke up and I was actually fine. Um, and then like, but it was the worst night ever because I didn't. Man, it just didn't. It wasn't me. I don't know where it came from. I don't feel it was me because I was happy. Um, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I talked about the other day. Is like maybe sometimes your body just does things and it doesn't give you thoughts with it, and so you can't explain what you feel because you don't even get thoughts with it. And then instead, like I'm in my head going, "Where's this? Where are these feelings come from?" Because I have no thoughts. Like, where did it come from? It just came out of nowhere. But it wasn't. But it didn't feel like it was mine. I'll have to look into that because I don't. And I've had that over the last couple, well, whatever, a while. But within the year, and it's just like it comes out of nowhere. Sometimes it's not mine. Maybe it is mine. Maybe it's maybe I was split, and it's another thing. It's another emotion from someone I didn't know existed. I don't think so, because I don't have information in my head telling me what it is, or even suggesting it. But whatever. So that happened, and then so we ended up going somewhere and we were hiking. So maybe we I don't know where we were at, and we went hiking and we started hiking and we're halfway up and actually like my legs were burning like crazy. I haven't been running. I rode, but rowing is so much easier than other stuff for me. Plus it's a different muscle group, so like I was walking and the shins were just burning so good. But it just boom again, overwhelming. This was the worst. Um, this one was like um, I was pushed to my limit, and I knew it. Um, like I was right there on the edge of and I told the person I was with, I was like, man, this is weird. Like I know I can feel it coming. Like I know, and I'm on the threshold, and it feels like I'm about to have a break. Um, an emotional break. Like maybe like if you had a pitcher full of water, and then you had like cellophane on the top of it, and then you flipped it over, and like that's what I felt like. Like something, there's like a thin film holding the water back, but you can see it. It's protruding all of it, and it's holding back so much. And at some point, like it will break. Or if something was to poke that, like it's gonna break. Like that's where I was at. Like it was so weird because and then but I had no emotion with it. Like I had no logic with it. Like I had no. It just came out. Like I'm hiking. I'm hiking. Like I'm feeling the burn physically. Um, you know, I'm like this sucks a little bit. Like my legs feel like knives are going in them. Which is whatever, but I can do it. I just have to walk slow, whatever, and just not in shape, and but they were like, whatever. And what's weird is like we got past the hard part. Like I was physically past the hard part. Like so, it was starting to get easier. Like whatever, my legs weren't hurting anymore. Really, like other than maybe I was a little tired, but they weren't as burning as bad. And but then my emotions just started like, man, like a drum beating. Like I can feel it. Like you gonna break, Cody? You gonna break, Cody? And I'm like, man, I was like, dude, this is so weird. I don't in the moment, like I didn't I couldn't ask for help. Like I don't because I already knew that like he didn't. Maybe he does. Maybe the person did know how to help me. I don't know. But I didn't really ask. I told him what was going on, and then we just continued. I was just like, whatever, I'll make it because I'm tough. Whatever. It was weird, and then things happened, and like, uh, it was weird. Like I'm not gonna talk on it, I guess, but I made it through. Not alone. For the first time in my life, not alone. Um, and that clouded some things. Um, and it was perfect. And if someone, whatever, like, thank you. If I never had it before. But yeah, I don't. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I would have made it alone. I doubt it. I mean, yeah. I mean, whatever. But it was just weird. It was different. Like now looking back, like it couldn't have been any other way. It couldn't have been. That was perfect, and I'll never forget it. Um, hmm. And it is what it is. but I was not. It was weird. It was like I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with the emotion thing. But yeah, I mean, but I never, like I said, I never knew that. Whatever. My emotion was anger, and now that my anger is gone, then I guess other emotions are coming up instead of the blanketness, the blanket emotion, the only one that I could feel. But then I'm good for a while. But most of the time, like I'm good. And then I had another episode, I think, whatever. Um, Actually, like so, I finished walking and made it to the top, whatever. And then I sat. I was like, I'm gonna go down here by myself, buddy. And I went and cried it out, and then I felt good. So whatever it was that was trying to break free, um, I let some of it. I didn't let it all out. I don't know how to let it all out. I said I don't know how to surrender yet. I'm scared of it. I'm scared of surrendering. I'm scared of losing control. Well, ultimately, that's what it is. I'm scared of vomiting it out. As much as I like I said, it's weird. Like I don't know if I finished the story. I don't think I finished the story about the drinking the gallon of milk that was in the refrigerator for like 2 weeks. Nasty, chunky milk. And I was like, I could do it. No, I didn't. I swallowed that thing and instantly vomited it up. And then I was ready to go eat, and we did. We went to IHOP that night. It was fun. I tried it. I gave it the college try, but my body just would not allow me to do it. My body just doesn't allow me to put things in there, food-wise, that's gonna harm me. Well, that's not good. Like, for the most part. Like, if I don't know, maybe I'm picking up on visual clues. Maybe my senses are heightened as far as like, if it smells bad, I'm not gonna eat it. And then if I was to force myself to eat it, then like I'm just gonna have my other senses throw it back up. Like, and I think that's some of it. Like I don't like the smell because it's a protection mechanism. I mean, it always has been, and I don't know where I picked it up from. Because I remember when I was little, I always smell my stuff too, like the things. And then now, like, like I had a lot of pet peeves growing up. Obviously, I don't know why. I do. I just things I didn't like. But like if I don't smell, like meat, like I instantly know. Or like so, if I go somewhere and I mean, some smells I like, whatever. I don't mind it, but like if I go somewhere and it smell like cigarettes, then like I used to get just angry. Now I'm just I'm kind of more of like whatever, and then I'll just instantly change or something, and then like I just hate that. I hate not smelling like myself. But it's that comfortability. Like that was a way for me to protect myself, I guess. Like I knew what I smelled like. And so it's that change part. Like if anything that's different than what I've created, I don't like it. Technically, I mean, some obviously like whatever. Some things you accept, obviously, and then other things you don't. It's kind of like glitter. Everybody loves glitter. You know what I'm saying? Like you may not. Like if you, like if you go somewhere with glitter, like you better like it, because it's gonna end up everywhere, and you're gonna see it for weeks. It's funny. It's hilarious. Like you can't hide that stuff. Like if you go somewhere with glitter, like you're gonna see glitter for a long time, because it's gonna get in everywhere. It's hilarious. So I stay away from places with glitter, because you never, whatever. Unless you want to be pulling glitter out of your pockets for years. It's funny though, whatever. I don't know, whatever. That's cool. Oh man, I flew a kite the other day, man. So the wind was blowing so hard, like 30 maybe, and like I said, since I let like a lot of my goal, like I said, is to let that little boy version of me, um, which really is just one version of me, because I'm a lot of things I do, like I'm still so juvenile, in thought and in process and in action, definitely in action. Um, but like the wind was blowing, and I was like, I don't know, boom, out of nowhere, let's go fly a kite. And so I went to the store and I was like, whatever, bought a kite. They didn't have many choices, so I obviously bought the unicorn one. Because like it's so weird. Since this whole journey started, like I don't know. I remember many. That's what I said. Everything is like so connected in a weird way, and unicorns always baffle me. Any kind of mystical creature, anything that people say don't exist. Like I was like, well, and that's where the conspiracy comes in, and it's not even that. It's just I've always like, where did this ideal come from? Like when did it start? Like, whatever. So I looked up, along, and then in the Bible, like there's one place where it talks about a unicorn, like the strongest animal of all, and they don't exist anymore. And it wasn't like a unicorn like we see them now. It was more of a, I don't know. They could say, some of them say it was more of like a hairy, let's see, like a rhinoceros, but a rhinoceros, like with one horn, horn, and maybe it was like more like a bison, but like maybe but it had a horn. But it was the strongest, most agile animal around, supposedly. Who knows? I don't know. But now it looks like whatever, a horse with a one horn. But whatever. So since this journey started, it's weird, and a lot of I see unicorns everywhere now, and not unicorns in the sense of this mythical creature that in my vision. No, I just see unicorn things, kind of like the kite, or little kids just randomly. Like I see a little kid with unicorn stuff on, which whatever, and then I got like a unicorn book that I found from doing some like a I don't know. It's just a box and it says unicorn on it. Um, Something about like adulting is hard. I don't even know what it is. It's not even a book. It's just a box. But the ideal to me is cool. And then like I did the one painting, and I I painted it, and it invoked. I was like, what is like these colors look weird. Like they remind me of a unicorn. And so like I looked up. I did look up a picture of that, and then drew it. Just off my computer screen, I just looked at it and drew it, and then did some cool stuff. Like did the way I wanted to do it, and just was trying new things and whatever. And it came out as a black unicorn, like a black color unicorn, but mostly like it was see through. But it was cool. I think it was cool. Mostly because I didn't want to do the detail part yet. I don't want to be perfect yet. I don't want to be perfect ever in my art. Like as far as like straight lines, like I don't want to do perfect lines. I want my art to be perfect in time, in the time, like in the moment or the way it is. That's perfect, no matter what. If there's mistakes or not mistakes, like that's perfect to me. I don't want to correct them. I mean, some stuff I will correct in my art. Like if I see something that like I said, that's in there that I don't, that I need, or it's for me only, then whatever, and then I can change it. But whatever, and then so like I want to do another thing, an art piece with that unicorn box, or it looks like a book kinda, but it's like an empty box, and I don't know, it'd be cool. I think at some point, a bigger picture, like a bigger thing, like maybe like the Lost Boy one, something just different, more artsy, or like I don't know. But yeah, but then I just see unicorn stuff all the time. Like it's weird. And then so I look up the definition of unicorn. I can't do it right now, I guess, but it's not. It's weird. It's like unique or one of a kind, and I'm like that's kind of me. That's the way I see myself. It's like I'm not. I'm different. Like I don't have like family here, blood. I don't have my genetics here. I don't have any of that here. And so, like, I think when I was raised, I was really such a chameleon that I grabbed ideals from everyone, and then that ultimately formed me who I am. So I'm I'm a little bit of everything, but but all that combined is Captain Planet. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm everything. I'm all people that I've been in contact with. Like I think that's cool. You guys blessed me or whoever with knowledge, and I took what I needed to build me. But that's cool. And then I watched what people did, and if I didn't like it, I got that too. I got that information to say, I don't want to do that, and I probably did it anyway. So whatever. But and that's how I built my life. That's where I learned. Was from people, like watching people, watching what they do, watching what they say, and watching how they acted. And then I decided whether or not I wanted to do that or not. So I'm kind of, I'm different. And I never really wanted to, I've never been a follower per se. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, you could do it. And I'll be there with you. But it doesn't mean I want to do it. Like, I'll go. Because you want to go. And I want to be there with you. Um, and I'm working on that now. Like, I'm getting better. Like I said, at saying no. Or doing things I don't want to do. Now I don't want to do it. No. Like I said, I can deliver better. Like, be more gentle about it. I don't have to be, I don't think. Because I'm not technically rude. I'm not going to cuss you. I mean, other than what I used to do. And I would never, like I said, I mean, that was kind of the only really situation that we did it. But we dog cuss each other. It was fun. It's funny. It's hilarious now, man. Looking back at it. It's cool. It was fire. It was bigger than that. It was bigger than that. It's hilarious. It's two people like completely letting go of their emotions, and then when like what they felt inside, and then emptying it, and then when it was gone, like it was bliss. Like, come on, we're good now, bro. It's like let's team up, and we did. We had a good day, and it was fun. And we're gonna do it again tomorrow, and the next day. I see you in the morning, punk. That's funny. It's hilarious. That's friends, man. That's cool. That's what it's about. Like little kids. Like literally. It's two little kids on a playground, man. The only difference is we were adult. We were 18, 19, 20 years old. But we were still little kids. We were still little kids. And we're still little kids now. All of us. Like, I mean, it was crazy. I met this 18-year-old kid, like, and oh man, he was just so cool. Like, he just invoked so much memory in me. And like, he was talking about his truck and his tinted windows and putting subs in the truck and wiring his stereo, and so proud. Oh, so proud, and I loved it. Like, cause I was like, dude, that's what I did. Like, that's what I did when I was that young. Like, I thought I was so cool. Like, I built a box. Like, we built a box for subs, and like we wanted to get like wholesale license and like trick trucks out. Like that's what we wanted to do. Like, we loved. Like, it was cool, man. We didn't do it, but that's what our dream was, and that's we loved it. We loved our vehicles. Like, our first vehicles. Like, we loved them. We spent money on them, and we lifted them and put nice wheels and tires on them, and we loved them. Like, that was our first thing. Like, that was our first big purchases as separate human beings. Like, and it was ours. Like, that's cool. That's cool. And maybe maybe me talking about that's gonna help shape some ideals on material stuff, right? And so this is why I do this. But whatever. So he was 18, 18, and and so it sparked in me, like, and I started acting younger, right? Like around him, like I felt younger, like his spirit lifted my spirit. And then in return, there was another guy there who was older. But I watched, and like he was acting younger too. Like it invoked that spirit, that young spirit, like that young heart that in him as well. I was like, man, I was like, so that's how it works. It's like just coming together and letting you build off each other and your presence, your love, like your excitement, your thrill of life, like that just rubs off on people. And for maybe just a minute, like someone can have bliss or be happy before they have to go back to the real lives, the ones that they created. Like maybe you can welcome them into your world, and your world's a little different. It's easier, or it's happy right now, or like you're smiling, you're having fun, and then you can you can let them escape from theirs for a minute, and then you keep and you start having more time with them, and then you know maybe you can influence them and help them, and maybe they'll come to you and be like, hey man, why are you like this, bro? Why are you laughing all the time, bro? Like why? Like you live in a shack, bro, but you laughing? Your shoes are dirty, bro. I've been driving in this, and I'm miserable. But you live in that, and you're laughing, you're grinning. You're dirty. Your clothes are dirty. You look like you're homeless, but you're laughing. Like what is the? I missed something here, man. And maybe I'll have enough knowledge and confidence to help him. And it's not even that I whatever. It's just maybe, maybe the way that I live my life. Maybe he could take some ideals that I use and it will help him. It's not that I got it right. My focus is just different. My purpose is just a little different. My goals are different. My perspective is different. What I wanted in life is different. It's not good or bad. It's not better or less than. It's just different. And I'm happy. I'm happy being different. I'm just happy. It doesn't matter if it's different or not, really. Who cares? And I don't even really look at. I mean, I just look at everyone being different. That's why I say I'm weird. Because everyone's weird. I mean, you can find people that accept your weirdness. Or you can see similarities in you and other people. Like, man, like. People are funny, man. People are fire. People got my head hurting. Make my brain go blank. I love it. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I get deer in the headlights, man. I gotta figure that out, bro. I gotta figure that out. But it'll work out, man. I don't know. I don't want to rush anything. I don't want to rush it. Whatever. But it's cool, man. It's fun. It's fun. And that's what I'm doing, man. It's like, cause I'm having so much fun, and I'm growing so much. Like I can't even really picture my life being anything other than what it is. Like I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want anything other than this. Like kind of like in the way I'm living it. Like this makes sense to me. Like me being happy makes sense. And if I have to do something that's not gonna make me happy, like it just makes zero sense. I don't get it. Like how do I do stuff I don't get? Maybe I did erase stuff. Um, like maybe when you change like when you go back in time and change your perspective on things, your 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 brain will delete it. Um, for you. Because it's like the English language. I mean, we know it's called spelling. And I don't know, I don't speak that well right now. I'll get better. Spell, it's a spell. I don't believe in magic and witchcraft per se, like, but I do at the same time. I believe that if you believe it's real, um, it works. I don't know, maybe not. I think it's a waste of time. Um, but what we speak, like in the instant, if I'm programming myself with words with the English language, ultimately, which is spelling, which is meaning a spell. So I mean, it's something. And then if I'm listening to those words multiple times a day, um, and subconsciously programming myself, then it's a spell, I guess. I don't know. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, I think, and then that's why I'm trying to, when I talk. Honestly, it's so weird. Lately, like I try not to even talk about people in general. Like when I'm interacting with people, I may say stuff that they have done. I don't deem it good or bad. I try not to. Like I try not to judge it. Um, I try not to, like I said, wish anyone any harm. I don't. I try not to think any bad intent on people. I try not to speak any of that stuff. Yeah, like it makes zero sense. Like because what if it does work like that? What if me saying a word or calling someone bad um, puts out a vibration or an intent that can affect somebody else? Like that's crap. I think we shouldn't even waste our time on putting people down. That's why I say like there's no like why can't we just wish everyone the best? Like why are we dwelling on other people? Like oh he can't do that or that, what like that's no like who can, if that's what he wants to do, let him do it. Let him try. Help him. Give him some encouragement. Maybe he can't do it unless you say you can do it, and I'll be there for you. What you got? Or maybe I'm not gonna help you, but yeah, I believe you can do it. I don't have time to delegate to help you, but I believe you could do it. Or good job, or I'll send you a text every day. Keep up the good work, buddy. I see progress. You know, that helps people. Like, but don't sit at home and be like, "Oh, this dude is this and this." You're giving away number one. You're giving away your power, and then you're creating. Then you're just it could be a pity party, or you're dwelling on somebody else, and ultimately you're jealous. You're just being jealous. Like, well, don't be jealous, bruh. Who cares? You want it, go get it. You don't want to get it, don't get it. Like it's simple. But don't dwell on people, and like don't say they can and can't do something. It's a waste, and it's rude, and it's just it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. At no point in time does that make any sense to me. I mean, maybe I'm just the fool. Maybe I'm the fool, and everyone else has it right. You know, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I mean, I know I can't spell well, and I know my weaknesses. But it's just like, why can't you wish people the best, man? Who cares? Like, and you see a homeless dude on the street, who cares? Give him $1. Who cares? Be love. plant an ideal in his head. It's like, yeah, keep it up, man. I believe in you. I think you can get a job or whatever. He maybe not even want a job. Who cares? If he gets hungry enough, he's gonna go get a job. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't give them money. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows who he is? Who knows what his life's been like? You know? Yeah, I mean, they talk about like everyone's one paycheck away or 1 month away from being homeless. Like, yeah, really? All of us are probably. Most of us. Who knows? I don't know. Anyone coming out of survival mode, yeah, for sure. Maybe, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're all in the same boat together, bro. Like, we all together. Like, we all drowning together. Like, at least, you know? Let's play telephone and help us all up. Like, if you make it to the boat first, like, help people. But what if you get on the boat by yourself? You can't even row the boat. You don't even know how to turn the boat on. Like, if you get to the boat first, like, you need to get other people in the boat with you. To save them, too, so you guys can even do what you need to do to survive. Like, otherwise, you're just going to die on the boat because you can't move it. It makes zero sense. I remember in high school, we got in trouble for drinking. And, that was, like, the most fun I ever had in a day. Like, it was so fun. But I was actually in shape, too. And, I don't know. We got in trouble, and, so finally, the come to Jesus meeting came. You're like, they kind of put it off, and I like the way they do it now that I look back at it. And I knew what they were doing before. Like, you make boys sweat it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get in trouble today, they're not going to punish you tomorrow. They're going to give you a little bit of time to dwell. It increases the punishment. It's like your parents. Like, you get in trouble at school, like, you're not going to get a spanking at 3:30 when you get home. You're going to get a spanking at 7 or 8 or right before you go to bed. So you can dwell on it. And then they're going to send you to your bedroom for a little bit. And they're going to say, well, you go wait. You go get the belt. You drop your drawers and wait. And we'll be in there, when we get there. Think about what you've done. Like, that's more of a punishment. Because you're anticipating the punishment. And then you're creating it. So you're making it either worse. It's either going to be worse than you think it is. Or it's not. And so, like, I remember, like, I think we had to run, like, I don't know, a mile and then run stadiums. And I was having fun. Like, I loved it. I was like, I'm not really tired, but I was in shape, too. And, I was having fun because the people that, like, the group of people that was with me, like, that was fun. Like, I remember, like, running around, like, come on, let's go, dude, whatever. People, rolling in their puke and stuff. Like, hilarious, bro. Like, it sucks for them. I felt bad. That they had to do that. Like, I didn't throw up, but I was different. A weight, like, I was a different position. Like, that sucks. Like, you got more weight, it's gonna be a little bit harder. If we're all doing the same thing, like, I don't know if that seems fair to me, like, punishment wise, but maybe. I guess there's no really other way to do it based on your weight or size. I mean, because then you're singling someone out. But I had fun. Like, whatever. I mean, yeah, a little tiring. Probably more tiring than anything, but I got uplifted. Maybe the camaraderie. I can't speak. Like being out there with my boys or whatever. Like, we were a team. Like, we got in trouble together. We all did the same act. And we're getting punished. And like running with them, lifting them up. Like, that was fun to me, man. Like, cool, man. It sucks you're throwing up, buddy, but you got it. Let's go. I'm here with you. I'm here with you till the end. Let's do it. Like, that's what life's about, man. You see someone down in the dumps, sit there with them. I mean, they got to go through it themselves, I guess. But you can be there with them. You can bring them a water. You can hold their hand. That's another thing, like holding hands, man. That's, to me, like, that's like a dream, bro. Like, that's a dream. Like, it's weird. And it sounds so weird. And, whatever. It's embarrassing. It's sad. Whatever. I mean, people probably make fun of me, I guess. But deep down inside, like the whole, if you make fun of me of that, it's because you wanted to. Like when I started this stuff, like this journey again, like that was another thought. Like I had two thoughts. I had because I don't understand the touching part. Like because you have to have trust. Like and I've never trusted. Um, so like my like for that stuff, like no matter what, like I just never truly trusted anyone. So like I would like to just truly like just spend the day and hold her hand all day. That's it. Whatever we can do, whatever. Like, whatever happens, happens. But like just that bond all day. Let's not even worry about it. Just be together and hold hands all day long. Like that's fire. You know, like think about like a little kid holding your hand. Like what when you cross the street, like the reaching out, because they trust you. Like that's fire. And then you can do that with another human being that you actually do trust and love. Like why would we? You know, like that's fire. And you're not even afraid. Like you're not even protecting each other, really, in the sense. But you do it just because. Because it shows love. Like I want to be with you. I'm proud of you. If we're going out walking down the street, like in the mall or something, whatever. Like this is mine. This is me. We're one. Look at this right here. Our hands are intertwined. Our fingers together. My energy is her energy. That's fire. You mess with her, you mess with me. Like we a team, bro. You can't have one without the other. And I trust him, and I trust her. And I'm proud of her, and I'm proud of him. Well, that's cool, man. A deja vu, bro. It's fire. This is my life, and I love it, and I'm proud of it. Like, what's more real, this or my old life? I don't know, man. Is this real right now in the moment? When I'm in complete bliss. Oh, it's all the struggle and the crap before. Like, what's real? What's worth it? I don't know, man. But this is cool. This is cool, you know? Maybe one day I can have a partner right here and riding shotgun with me. And we could be talking together. Bouncing ideas, and I would be listening. Hell, that's all I want to do, really. I talk too much. I talk too much now. But I don't want to listen to everybody like that. Like, it's not fair. But one, I want to see what's in there. Tell me what's in there. What's in that head? What are you thinking? You crazy like me? I hope so. I love it. It's fire. You make me laugh. You make me grin from ear to ear. It's funny. It's hilarious. Oh man, I get so confused sometimes though. I don't know. It's just that's the old life, man. Like just playing games on you, and I think you already know the answer. You just got balls or not, man. Whatever. You got big balls or not? You gonna take a leap or not? It's up to you. Maybe I'm not ready. Maybe I am. Maybe I just gave so much. I'm ready to see one person do the opposite. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. I mean, I know it'd be cool. At least for me. I mean, we all have our likes, right? Like we all have our things that are kind of whatever. You know. Like that's what's weird. Is like as much as I relied on tangible things, like I did everything in my head. And so like I even know like when I would do algebra and stuff like or math like that, like a lot of times like I know how to do it all. It's easy. You have a formula, follow it. The my issue was I would do it too fast, and I just wouldn't slow down enough, and then I would make a positive a negative or negative a positive, and it changes the whole problem. And mostly just because I was doing the majority of it in my head, and I didn't recheck it, and that's my fault. Because I knew, like if I rechecked it, then I would know the mistake I made, obviously, because I know the answer, and you know the answer. If you look at it, and whatever. I mean, we're smart human beings. Um, and each person obviously is gonna have to look at it different. Some people read things backwards, some people don't. Some people can look at a word and sound it out, and some people like me, slow. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to sound out words. And actually, like um I started reading like man, this is so embarrassing, but I sound out words like in just with two letters now. And then like maybe if I can go like I break everything down. So like pro just depending on the word, like some words I just know, like I guess I think I know them by sight. Um I just been programmed, so I know like what they're supposed to sound like. But it's hard for me to slow down, and then stop all my thoughts, focus on a word, and then hold that try and hold empty space, and then try and sound it out. Like it's almost impossible for me. And even if I was to do half of the word, my brain is already gone by the time I try to do the rest. And then I know I have to do it multiple times and do both, and then the first and the second. Like it doesn't work. Um, so now I've just kind of been splitting words in my head and breaking them down, and like, you know, if it's, if it's whatever, trying to find root meanings between like, small groups of letters, and then that kind of gives me like a weird or different definition of the item. I can't really explain it that good. It's weird. I'm trying to think of something like in my truck that I can do without sounding so stupid. Um, like a canvas. Like so I say it like weird. Then I'll say it 100 times or something, multiple, and then like I kind of like try to assume what each group of letters, like what the root definition is, and then how. So why did they call it a canvas? Um, and then once I do all that, really really quick in my brain, then I can I'm good forever. Like I'm good. Like I know now. I'm trying to think. So like I was reading like all the bottles of stuff like in the shower. Like, and I was breaking all of them down like that. Like, it's so funny, dude. Like, do you even look at the stuff that you put in your body? Like, it literally tells you what it is. Like, it's hard to explain. Um, I would have to go into the bathroom and like start reading the stuff to people the way I see it. Man, I don't have anything in here to do it. Let's see. I got some stuff in here. Let's see. Germ X. Let's see what we got. Moisturizing. Original kill streams. Well, some of the stuff, yeah, like it literally would tell you when you break it down. Like dude, and it's a spell. Um, I'll have to be more focused in the morning and like when I take a shower and just get some examples and then talk about them later because I was laughing. I was like, dude, I put this stuff on my hair. I put this like it literally what is it? One of them's like poo. What is it? Shampoo. Like, it's a sham and it's poo. Shampoo. Like, maybe I'm stupid. But they're literally telling you it's sham, it's poo. Like, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm super crazy. But maybe like there's other stuff that we could use that's healthier. Who knows? Maybe that's just the overall name of it. But why would if the name of it is it's a sham and it's poo, like why would you put a sham and poo in your hair, bruh? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. These are just things that this is the way my brain works, man. And I don't focus a lot of time on it. I did focus like one day on it one time. Oh, well, actually a couple hours, and it actually made me really weird that day. But then like so now I don't really focus on it, but I just now thought about it. But like anything, man, like I read. That's how I read now, and that's kind of how I gauge if I'm going to use a product or not. Sometimes because like once I see it that way, it's like I can't use it. I mean, I'm still going to use my conditioners and stuff because it smells good. I'm used to that smell, and if it doesn't smell like me, I don't like it. It's kind of like I braided my hair, and like it freaks me out, dude. Like I loved the braided hair. Like it's cool. It was different. I never done it before. I kind of helped break my culture barrier because like I had a lot of I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be categorized. I can't cat cater whatever. I didn't want to be this, or I didn't want to be that because I'm not me. And but but then I created a bunch of barriers for that too. Like when there shouldn't have been an issue anyways, I created the barriers and I created the problem. So that's why like when I wanted to get my hair braided, I just one day I was like, you know what, I got to do it. It has nothing to do with race anymore. Like I mean, Indians did it. Whatever. Who cares? And so I that's why I wanted to do it. But then she was like, you can't wash your hair for like 3 days, and then you got to wear this thing on your head. I'm like, what are you talking about? You got to wear this thing on your head? What do you mean, bro? And then what's so funny is like sometimes I do things. So I do. I play so stupid stuff, dude. I know so much more than I lead on. I play kind of stupid sometimes. So she was like, "Well, you got to put not a bandana or something on your head. I don't know what it was called." So what do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Which I know what it is, but I didn't want to go buy one, right? So she looked in her drawer and gave me one. I was like, dude, I'm crazy. I'm a master manipulator, But I did it. I did it because I didn't want to go buy one. Because then if I went and bought one, then I would, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm still stuck in like I'm weird. I'm weird, and I'm still trying to like, I don't know, man. I still have like, I wouldn't say the racist qualities, but like I said, when I said I see things in black and white, it's because that's what I came up in, and that's how some people see things in gray, and that's cool. That's even cooler, bruh. You see both, and now I see both. I see things in both now, but I didn't before, and I'm trying to get better at coming out of 35 years of programming. But I know what I did, and I don't know why I said it. It's hilarious, and she gave me one. Because I didn't want to go to the store and buy one because I'm lazy. And it was more than lazy. It was mostly because I didn't want to go buy one because then if I bought one, it's weird. It's like, I don't know. It would make it more real, right? I don't know. I saw it as a negative thing. It's not negative, but it's just the way I did it. Now that I look at it, it's brilliant. But I know I have those qualities, and like I know I can do it, and certain things I try and not do it. But then again, sometimes I don't know I did it the way I did it until afterwards, and so like it sucks because I just don't want to be that guy. Like I want to make. That's why I'm just trying to be more aware of what I do now. And then I'm not doing bad things. But maybe I am, man. Maybe I am. I don't know. I don't want to. You know, and maybe me being by myself all the time is a way for me to control that and not do harmful things to other people. And not like physically harm things, but like, trick them or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to trick people. I don't want to lie to people. That's why I'm talking to myself. That's why I'm not, And if you listen, you listen. If you don't, you don't. I'll tell you already. Be careful. Be careful who you give your time to. But I'm only going to want to do the best for you. I may trick you into giving me a head thing for free. But not really. I don't know. I think it was double-sided then. I just wanted to see what she said. Well, I mean, I know now. But I didn't know, didn't see, this is me justifying what I did now. It's like, I could be like, well, I didn't know what you were talking about. Like what, does do all of them the same? Is there one better? So instead of me doing that spiel, I just kind of said, like, I don't know what you're talking about, and then she pulled one out and gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have to do my time and research and find the right one that I wanted to buy and waste my money, to be honest with you, but whatever. Or, buy something that didn't work, whatever. She knows. I don't know. But it's cool now looking back at it. Like, Cody, you're crazy, bro. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I try and, I try and make sure I don't do shadiness. I try. And like I said, maybe I'm in the moment, I really didn't. I had an ideal, because then when she said something, then I can picture someone wearing one, and now there's more pictures because I've had more time to think about it. But in the moment, like I was just like kind of like, it's cool. I got my braids. I like them. I owe you money. How do I take care of these things? So it was really a quick exchange, and that was the easiest and most efficient way was for me to, if she had one, ultimately, for her to give me one, and that's probably what I was thinking in my head when I asked. Because 90% of if I ever ask a question, like ultimately, like I've already looked into that question enough to ask it. If that, I don't know, that probably makes zero sense to other people. Maybe not. Like, I mean, today I think I asked somebody a question, but I didn't know the answer, like legitimately. But if it involves like a process or something, usually I already know. I've already looked into it. I just want to see your take on it, so I can gain a different perspective, and then put both amount of knowledge together to further create my claim or whatever I'm doing. But if it's like something personal, then I have no idea. Like I can't even assume. So I do truly want to know. I truly want to know based on your experience, whatever. So if I ever ask a question, then like that's legit. That's not a lie. Like especially if it's about your experience. Like that's what I want to know. I want to know everybody's experiences about everything. So I can take that information and then we can build off that information together. So we can hopefully come up with better answers. Not the right answer, not 100% true answers, because it's all based on perspective. You'd have to have everyone's perspective, and then, like, it still doesn't make it true because then you have to compromise. Because there's always going to be opposing ideas. Always. I guess. I don't know. The world we live in now, there's always going to be opposing ideas. Like, there's no way there can't be. And there could be more than one opposing ideas. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever. Another thing that's super, super cool about, like, I don't know, maybe I already talked about this. But, like, now that my energy is going towards this, like, I'm not having a lot of energy towards other things that I did or do. It's good. Like, I guess the idle hands are devil workshop. You know what I'm saying, bro? I guess. I don't know, bro. I mean, So it's cool. I mean, it kind of makes me tired, talking so much. But then again, it's good. It's good for me. And it's good to have new ideals. Like, I've been stuck in the same patterns um, for so long. For so long. Um, it's good to think. It's freaking fire to think, bro. I love it. And I love that, like, honestly, like, I kind of like the fact that no one's here to challenge me except myself. So I don't have to worry. And I'm getting, and what's crazy is, like, I'm listening to me talk over the days, and, like, I'm getting more comfortable with myself now. Like, I'm getting more comfortable talking about certain things now. Like, I'm trusting myself more every time. And that's the whole point. Is to truly accept and love yourself. Um, it's crazy. And maybe, and like I said, maybe I don't have to look at how many hours combined these are, and then I'll just times that by, like, whatever, how many times I've listened to each one or whatever. And that's how many hours I put into myself in the last couple of days. And then I'm gonna, see what that number is. And then that would just be a rough number of change. Like, if I do that for a week span, I could be like, I spent this many hours on myself for 1 week, and then I can gauge the change. And then that will help me in the future to maybe understand how much I need to do a day, how much I need to focus a day on myself, and then how much I can focus on others and still keep the same amount of change. You know what I'm saying? Find out the most efficient thing, like, to get the greatest results in the least amount of time, and still have, whatever, to gauge my happiness, and then put that in a chart, and then divide that in the things that I want to do in the day, and understand, like, how to get resources during the day, like, all that stuff, and then still be happy. Be happy, so I can create a happy, healthy routine, and not just fly by the hip, shoot by the hip, which is fine. And really, like, a lot of this stuff will be shoot by the hip, and that's what's so funny about me. But I do it different. Like, I shoot from the hip, but it's because I've already done it all in my head. Like, bam, I already done it in my head. Like, I already got an ideal. I've already planned it in my head. Super quick. And this is weird because it's like, this is gonna help. Like, I'm not even having to write things down now, really, because I'm speaking out loud what I'm saying, and then I'm repeating it to myself, and and then it's becoming true, like, real. It's getting imprinted in my brain, or on my cells, and it's there. And so I don't even really have to write down like that. I mean, I have to write down other stuff because my focus is different now. Um, so this is my number one goal and focus. Myself healing. Other stuff is just on the back burner, and so when I bring that stuff up, I have to write it down because I'll forget it because I'm not focused on it. I'm not giving it the energy. It's not good or bad. It just is what it is. But who knows? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I may be done. I'm pretty tired. I don't know yet. Probably should just take a break and go to, I don't know, go paint something. I didn't paint yesterday. I was pretty tired. What is today? I don't even know what today's Saturday. I don't think I painted yesterday. I don't think I painted the day before. That's okay, because this is kind of over running that for now, for the time being. But yeah, I may just go inside and paint. I'm in my truck, so it's just fire out here. I like it. It's different. Plus, it sounds better. Um, the one I made this morning was like super quiet in the beginning, but I just woke up, dude, and I don't talk when I wake. I used to not. It's so weird. So weird. It is growth, like, um, man, cause I mean, a year ago, dude, like if I woke up in the house and walked through the house, like you in my house, like I'm mean mugging the piss at you, like don't talk to me, bruh. Like I just woke up, like, and you better give me at least like I used to like so. That's why music was cool. Was because like I get in my truck and then I would regulate myself, regulate my emotions with music. Um, so in the morning, I guess I would be mad, and then regulate myself with music, and then I'd be by myself the rest of the day. And by the end, by later in the afternoon, I was good because like I was more of the and I still am really kind of sort of like more of a night person, anyways. Like I get way more creative at night. Always have been. Um, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but whatever. Yeah, so this is it for now. I'll be back. I'll be back though. We'll see you. Peace.